Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing a brand new game of Risk on a brand new map, and we're starting it off super duper strong here today on Waterloo. We're playing as a green player out of the 4th position. This is Battle for Waterloo. It is a 97 territory map, which I believe makes it the third largest behind Airship and Command Base C1X. I think a little bit ahead of Canada Advanced and some of the other ones of that caliber. Yellow's going to play up here. Now, we do have the unfortunate circumstances of kind of going last here. We do have French Core here, which is a bonus. Look at all of these bonuses. Very mostly small. The +5 in the middle going to be interesting. I haven't looked at this at all, so I don't know what kind of value we're working with here. Is he going to go for a split and early take? Tries the 2-on-1. Does try the 2-on-1. Surprised he didn't just play for this bonus up here. The 2 Wavre. But yeah, I don't know much about the battle for Waterloo. The interesting thing about this map pack is there's 4 maps. So I've listened to the French pronunciations of these. I'm almost certainly going to butcher them, but we've got Battle for Waterloo, or Battle of Waterloo, I think this one is. There's the Battle of Ligny, Plancenoit, and Charleroi. I am American. I speak English. I do not speak French. Please forgive me. That is the extent of what I will say about that. We start out the 4th position here. We're actually going to start with 6 troops, which is nice. And this is standard progressive world domination. I can take this +2 here and potentially be the only player to hold a bonus on this first turn. Red is already knocked below. Knocking purple below would be valuable as well. So I'm going to put 2 troops here. We're going to put the rest here and try to defend this bonus. So maybe just stake a little bit of claim over here. And then point myself. Do we think red tries to break? I don't think white is going to try to break me right away. I'm going to put this up here in case purple tries to make a move on me. Could also do that from the bottom side here. Now, this map, I think the bonuses are going to be pretty important for a map like this. The pathing is interesting. It reminds me of that map, one of the Viking maps with kind of the snaky bonuses on the sides and stuff, but more interconnected. Almost like a disjointed Trigons even. Is he going to dip left here first? No, he just plays for this. This is a reasonably smart play. Three territories split here. I would not... I don't like... I guess, you know, that works, but... you gotta go 2-2-2 here, I think, if you're red. So, black, for some reason, didn't roll a 3-on-1. I probably would have rolled that here. This is a 2-point hold up top. I've got a 3-point hold in the middle on my +2 here. Red's going to even split. I think purple goes for this bonus directly next to me. And I'm worried he's going to break me. I'm almost hoping he tries to go multi-positional here. I did knock him down 1 troop. He would have started here with 8. Only starts with 7. I think he's going to break me here. We just got to hope he gets bad dice when he attempts it. Loses something on me here. He does not. All right, you know, that tells me that he's maybe a little trustworthy. I'd like to have 1 domineering stack and then maybe 1 decent defending stack. But if purple's not going to break me, that's a +2. Share a +2 of them. I don't love that he added over here because I wanted to play for this bonus, but maybe I just play for the bonus directly next to me, the other +2 there. Bonuses on this board. Let's see. We've got +3 Hubermont down there in the bottom right. East Plancenoit and West Plancenoit, both +2s. French Corps +2. Nivelle Calois is a +2. Valley a +2. 2 Lillois. I don't know if that's supposed to be like just Lille, like the city of Lille in northern France. I think that's northern France. Central France? No, I thought it was northern. West Pocket is a +1. Sartre Mill +3. Mesnil +2. And then to Brussels and Hay Run are both +5. Frickermont is a +2. French Prussian Line a +4. Ranson Woods a +2. Gourmand Fields a +4. Brain Lalude Not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a +3. And then Mount St. John is a +3. I think that's all of the bonuses. Nothing super crazy on this board. We do start here. I'm going to knock black out of this spot here. Black taking double bonus on that last turn after not having a bonus prior is definitely dangerous for me. That's okay dice there. I'm going to fortify this here. Now, white could break me. We're having some diplomacy here, which is interesting. White takes double bonus on that last turn as well. His bonuses, however, add up to 5. Mine only add up to 4. Purple, obviously, again, could break me. Not going to be great. I do have the second most territories right now. Yellow with a solid defense down here, and I'm not sure anybody's going to address him in that +3, but that's all he has right now is that +3, so I think he'll likely expand into the +2 here. And red looks like he's going to expand into the middle of the board. Loses one right away. I don't think he'll get this whole bonus here. He's not even going to go for it. Knocks yellow out of there. I think that's smart. If purple hits yellow somewhere, which I'm not sure he's going to, I think purple probably takes me out of... what purple should play for here is actually the Valley bonus and not the Tiliwa bonus. But we'll see. I've got double +2s. Not the strongest position to be in. And red's fortified out towards me, which I don't love. I think this is going to be a matter of... No. Okay. A 4 is fine. I'll throw him a thumbs up. I don't love him playing up here. I wouldn't play up here if I'm purple, unless you're trying to keep... Maybe, you know what? He might be trying to play multi-positional here. Hits black to the left. Yeah, it doesn't break black at all. Yeah, purple's pretty good. Again, I want these to be honest performances, guys. So this is my not even just my first time playing these maps against real humans. This is my first time seeing these maps. I did not see them prior to this. I think I put some additional troops here. If I manage to hold all of this, I'm going to put some additional troops on this too, I think. Or maybe even up top here. I think that makes black's take of this bonus over here easier. The 2's not a bad spot. These 2s are not a bad spot to be. Attacking this 4. I like the 4 because it defends bottom entrance from white here. It seems like everybody's content kind of with their 2 their bonuses here. He wins that. He doesn't break me with that, which is valuable. So we were having a very trustworthy game so far, but I'm going to upload this game. My point is I'm going to upload this game regardless of what happens. I want you guys to know that the first 4 games here, Progressive Cards games, because I can spectate the result of the games, we're just going to see what happens. Maybe I win, maybe I don't. I think it'd be nice to win. And I think my opponents are all pretty strong players. Everybody I've watched, maybe yellow's initial take of this bonus down here was a little confusing to me, but everybody I've been playing against here seems to be pretty seasoned. I don't really want to pick up an additional +2. I get 10. I'm surprised they let me have 10. I'm just going to put 2 here and then attack up this way. I want to stay open. But you see, I've planted some little landmines on the other side of the board. That's not really where my bonuses are. Red and purple both have pretty good lines on me. Black has okay lines on me. Yellow doesn't really have any access to this 4 over here. That's why that's a valuable spot. Now, red might get greedy here and try to take this +4. And based off of the 5 rolling up and the 9 taking the rest, I actually really... Oh, he's going to go off the 9 here. 9 goes left. So that boxes his 5s pathing off. But, yeah, he's going to take this whole bonus. That doesn't surprise me. He only had 1 bonus, but it was a +3. He's going to be the strongest player here in terms of total bonuses. Or in terms of bonus generation, I suppose. That gets him +7. And it's up to me or white to break. I don't feel compelled to do that. The connections on this board very, very interesting. He fortifies towards me there. I don't love that. Purple's going to take an additional bonus here as well. which I think is smart. Although it does leave him a little bit susceptible to a yellow attack over here. I think purple is purple the weakest. He will be after this next turn, right? Or black actually has the worst bonus combination of everybody. Yellow's going to take an additional one top left here. I would add one more troop here. This could fail. But yeah, all 4 maps, we're going to take an honest look here. And he wins it. All right. I'd like to take an honest look at each of them. So it's going to be a raw run every time, and we're going to see how they play out. Waterloo being probably the most popular of Napoleon's battles. Again, if I didn't mention that before, all of these maps are Napoleon battle maps. So this is the largest of those maps at 97 territories. They average out at about 86, I believe. There's 2 that are 79. I believe one is 88. Or 84. I think it's 88 is the other one. So White locks his stack. That is a telling play by White. Everybody's playing very, very nice right now. I am going to determine who I attack based off of who Black hits. And I think Black's going to hit Yellow in here. I'd like to add over here. I'd actually like to hit Red here and cut some of this pathing off. Black has, other than Yellow's obvious piece down at the bottom, Black's got pretty good lines on him. And he's going to retain his lines on me by keeping this 6 in the spot that, yeah, he moves it up. Keeps it as a block. Red and I have behaved. Going to go 3 up here, 2 here, and then 1, 1, 1, and 2 there. So this hits here. I'm not going for an additional bonus. I'm just trying to get in the way and position myself nicely. So what this does is this blocks a little bit of Red's pathing off. Now, again, at some point, especially when the trades come in, somebody's going to have to go bad to somebody. I don't think Red would be wise to go bad to either me or White right now. I think he should just play his game, but he is getting the most troops. So he's not yet caught up to myself and White. Almost caught up to Yellow. The 10 on 7 here is intriguing. I think he attacks off of one of these 2 left positions, but or maybe even here. This hit into me would be smart. Yeah, that's a good play. I like that a lot. I've liked Red's game. I've liked Purple's game. I've actually really liked Black's game. I think Black and Purple are playing the best games because they're trying to keep extra... Why did he just do that? He just missed a card. He just didn't... I don't know why Red didn't... Okay. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, another interesting piece here is... And this is why I don't... There's slight flaws. This is actually removing me from here. I might even want to place troops up here on this 1. Although if these 2 kind of soft kill guard me, it's not a big deal. Forgot Yellow picked up an additional bonus. I'm surprised Black wouldn't just aggress Yellow. He's in a pretty good position to do it, but he's not that strong. He's actually the weakest player right now after the end of the turn. So I suppose it's an awkward position to be in because Yellow's getting 2+3s. I've got 2+2s, but I've got the most territories. Red's mostly pointed at White, but he misses a card. So I've liked Black's game other than that Black just didn't take very valuable bonuses. I don't love what White and Purple have done here, though, right? So this 9 is not actually accomplishing really anything other than defending it from a break from me. I'm not sure what's going on with Yellow. I'm surprised he would bot. He was in a pretty strong position. Looks like he's going to play out here from 1 spot. No, card skips. That almost seemed intentional, but like he was burning the timer down just to see what people would do. We are playing 60-second turn on timer. Progressive cards, balance, split size, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off, and so are Fog and Blizzard's automated activity behavior if it comes to that. And White redefends on Red here. This is why I don't love this. I mean, I don't love this from either of these players, honestly. I like this. I like this. Both of these are useful for me. I don't want to hit this white territory here. But with a 21 over here, like, yellow could come mess me up. I think he'd be better suited to point at black. And everyone is card skipping. Black is the player in the worst position to card skip. But the fact that these guys are even aware of card skipping, this is a high skill lobby. I hope you guys are enjoying this one. It's going to be a toss up here. I don't know that yellow intentionally card skipped. I definitely think white did. Because nobody wants to be the first one trading in. Now I've got the interesting predicament of red being behind me in the turn order, already having skipped. These guys are taking really long times to decide what they want to do. It's not that deep. I mean, you've only got 14 territories. The troops got to go somewhere. I think you got to plan on what you're going to do. If black takes a card, because red, I could potentially have a trade in before red sets. And this is what I was thinking, right? Is black needed to do something like that. Huh. I hit yellow here. Pull that off completely. If black's going to hit me, he's going to hit me. I don't like that fortify there for him. And I stay on cards. This way, if red does get to 5, you know, obviously these two skipped, but if red does get to 5, red actually sets now. Is he a bot? No. Oh my god, he's going to ruin white's game. What are you doing, dude? Take a card. Oh, he's so confusing. Traded early just to not take a card, so he took the 4 trade voluntarily and then did that. It still is not stronger than me. So the interesting thing about what I just did is we've got yellow with the 21 there pointed directly at black. I knock yellow out of this spot here to try to force yellow into black's 11. That was my hope. I don't know if he'll take it, but you could pretty heavily cripple the black player here. He dumps a bunch over here too. I mean, this is very well positioned to hit black. I don't like that black left his 11 posed at me. But if he hits me, he hits me. It is what it is. You know, I'm going to trade after him. He's trying to make up for a deficit. Yellow's, you know, after a weird start, yellow's been playing this reasonably well. He's got the strongest amount of troops right now, especially because red drastically mismanaged his position. I would back the 25 troops up here if I were white. I'd put them on the 7 here, knowing that if red does break you, you have the retaliatory play. But this way you don't risk losing the giant stack in front. But hey, that's just me. We're going to get the 8 trade here. We would have gotten the 10, so white and yellow skipping does impact us a little bit. But with black's positioning, I couldn't take the risk of not having the trade in case black had a set on 3 in follow-up after a skip from me and after white and yellow trade in. I don't think black will hit me here, but I don't think stacking this whole stacking on your opponent's thing. I'm actually really glad purple pulled this 11 out. I think that was a good play. I was saying before that I didn't think this was smart to have this buried. He has since changed his approach there. I think that is a smart play to change your approach. Please don't add down here. That's 1 up there. That's all of it up there. It's going to break yellow. Hits yellow middle. I would keep that middle. No, you fortify back. There's no reason not to fortify back. Just a standard trade for us. I want to leave my positions somewhat strong. My other positions. I don't even want to use this. I'm actually going to play with that there. But that keeps me ahead of black. Black has picked up an additional +2, so he's actually 1 ahead of me now. We do have a trade on 3, which is intriguing. I need to look at which positions black does not have pathing into, and I honestly think he's got pretty good pathing onto all of my positions at the moment. Red dumps up here. Is he going to try to greed for an additional bonus? Finally takes cards. He is going to greed for an additional bonus. I don't think this is a very good play when you're not on cards. Red is going to fall behind very quickly. And pisses away a bunch of troops there because of the way he decided to do that. Now, again, black does have very strong pathing into me in all aspects. I don't like this 15, but I'm almost hoping that yellow realizes the lines that he has and tries to do something about it. But yeah, 97 territory map, pretty crazy. A lot of opportunities for people. I almost think it might be in my best interest to try to remove as much of black on the left-hand side, but I don't want to get overzealous. I think that white was hoping purple would maybe break red or something, but that would be a suicide mission for sure. Eventually, the dominoes will fall. When that happens remains to be seen. I'm wondering how much yellow puts down here. 9. Going to put similar amount on the other side. Yeah, that's a lot. He's going to hit purple here. Does he go up into black? That's my question. Purple has no way. You got to sit there. Yeah, purple has no way to retaliate into that. It's a shame that he was the one that got hit. Purple's been a stand-up neighbor to me. Trusting even that I won't break him here. I'm going to start pulling much of this other material over. Now, white could throw his game by hitting here. I think he should attack. Probably just attack purple out of this pocket here. You do risk feeding the purple player. But again, purple is not the biggest concern. I think black and red, in terms of feeding, black specifically, going to be the biggest target of a feed. Smart play by white. Although limiting himself in his cards a little bit. A little bit limiting there. Now we have a little bit of a kill guard on white down here. So nobody... Doesn't make a whole lot of sense for anybody to go to white. Black's not... This position, I think, is the one that I need to strengthen because black's not inherently stacking on me over here. Knocks white out of here. Black on 17, purple on 14. Nobody's at a position where I can knock them below troops. Just pulling that away from purple out of trust. At any point, the bonuses can get broken. We are now ahead of white and yellow, so we've kind of lost our leverage there. Red is going to try to pick up an additional bonus. I thought red was better, but then I've seen some moves. I mean, double card skip in this game is already foolish enough. Simply putting yourself behind. He does knock yellow out of there. Yellow doesn't really have good pathing into red anywhere else either. I could see black trying to take advantage of this play. I mean, that 35 is not really pointed at anything. It's pointed at a stack that's larger than it. So red steals a +3 and picks up a +2. I don't really anticipate anybody letting him hold this. And yellow does still have 1 territory over there. So what I anticipate happening, I think it's likely purple groups the 15s up here, or at least starts going in that direction. And I think yellow might backdoor off of this 1 up here on artillery spot. But I don't really think it's worthwhile for anybody to try to do the 20 trade in here. But I'm interested to see what yellow will do. He's going to break red here. Yep, and he might even get red in here as well. So red traded a +3 and a +4 for a +2 and a +3. So red loses net 2 troops there. And yellow knocks him down 1 additional. Yellow is a smart player, man. I misjudged him a little bit early on. He even made sure to knock him below the troop breakpoint there. I'm wondering if white comes across the top here and breaks red, and red's going to be our first target. I think this... So here's my opinion on this play. I think this is a mistake by white. And the reason I think this is a mistake by the white player is because we've seen red be kind of unpredictable so far. I would stop there. I would not continue. I think you're foolish in continuing here. Yeah. We've seen red be pretty unpredictable so far. I could see red just slamming these troops into white. And if that's the case, my 12 is going to be the most valuable piece here. I'm interested to see if black trades. He's got... It's mostly about if he tries to give himself a line over here onto my 16. Until I see black, I don't really want to trade ahead of black until I see him give himself a line onto the 16 here. Like this one has it, but it's got a double dip. So I'm going to hit here. I'm not going to trade. I don't think a 20 gets me here. I don't think a 20 trade with black's generation right now can get me here, here, and here. 16 larger here. Has to get the 6. And I go right after him, so I think he fails whatever he tries. I won't be able to retaliate because he's in too many positions. He's playing a 4-position game right here. Black is playing a tremendous game, all things considered. Is still weaker than me. I've been essentially leveraging the difference of his +1 by having additional territories. And I think I would not be surprised to see the red player bot out here, or more expected, just slam white. And this is exactly... He's only going to be worth 2 cards. I knew that. This is exactly why I said I didn't agree with what white was doing. And lo and behold, he should have taken a card over here, but lo and behold, I was exactly correct. I don't think that happens to white if white does not continue stacking on red. And I think that yellow is going to kill him. I don't think purple can. I don't think purple has enough troops. Maybe he does. So 20 trade, generation is 6. 26 on 15. It's tight. You probably feed it to yellow if you fail. And that might have been the break point there, honestly, is and maybe purple thought he was at risk, and that's why he set. I like this, though. This protects me a little bit more from black if he keeps it there. Oh, he's going for red. Oh, that's smart. Well played. 22 gets us up here. He doesn't trade off of this, though. Now you're back on 4 cards. I don't know if that's worth it. You're really, really spread out and pretty thin. I think it really depends on how many guys trade ahead of me. Yellow's not going to go for anything. If white doesn't set, we go for white, but I think black's going to try to kill white. Although he doesn't have good access to this over here. No, he does. He's got the 20 on the bottom. I think you have to trade here if you're white. 25 trade from black can definitely kill you. Otherwise, purple has opened up the line. Because it's going to be 5 cards, right? Purple's opened up the line for me here by moving this stack. So I have the line off my 36 up into here on all of this of white. We've got the 12 over here on this. And we should be able to get it with our own trade-in. He does set. That is smart. That is a life-saving play. And again, maybe I misjudged this. Maybe the trades aren't high enough. With 30 trade, might be a different story. Black might be able to kill me. But again, you got to be able to hit the 36. You got to hit the 17 over here. You got to hit the 12 here. I just don't know that he would have enough troops in that scenario. If he pulls the 35 up, he saves purple's life here. He does not. He locks the 35. I could see black going for purple here. Most of what he's got has pathing into purple. 14 up to here. You would need to account for the 15 here, but the 12s get 20 gets pretty much everything up here with the help of the 12. Or 20 gets this, I guess. 12 can get most of this, and then this 20 undercuts underneath. You just need to add enough there as well. He's not going to aggress. Yellow on 84. I get the 35 trade. That's nice at least. Purple back on 4 cards. I don't think anybody's going to hit him. He's got a ton of territories as well. I'm going to do something interesting here. And it's the means of trying to knock him down a little bit. 87. I am pretty well positioned to hit purple, but I don't think it's worth it right now with what the trade-ins are at. So this stack, I don't actually want this stack to be too big. We're going to get whatever that has on it. This one's my most open stack. I'm going to match black here. Obviously, we've got white in this pocket. No trade on 3 for me. Purple does not set. I don't have good pathing to that 22. If black moves, though, I'm surprised he'd sit here on 5 cards, if I'm being honest. Although, yeah. I mean, that, to me... Is he not going to... He's just going to hit over here. Really? He dumps everything there. He's not going to play... Yeah, you got to move that. I wouldn't even split, though. I liked what yellow was doing before. I don't like it so much now. I mean, he's very strong, but he's also very limited. You know, you could force him into a pretty uncomfortable position. This is the tough spot here. If he knocks him out of here, how do I path to this 22? Black with a trade-in could kill purple pretty easily. As long as he pathed it. Or does this dip into the corner? I would have pulled the 35 out and defended him. I mean, he's the weakest of us right now. I can get him here. I can get him here. I could probably get him here. How do I get him here? I can't kill purple. I'm on 4 cards. Black, I gotta need black to be more appealing. Or white. White is probably the most appealing for purple. I need to get out of this pocket here. This gives me better avenues for movement. Have a trade again. If black doesn't trade, I have pathing into black. Now, this is what I was worried about. This is what sets purple ahead of us. Does he think he has the lines on black? I don't think so. I think he probably takes this bonus. Yeah, that definitely feels like a bonus take. 40 troops up here. Like, how many of these does he try to leverage? Nothing. Just keeps that up on the top line. So he definitely does not perish. He lives for sure. I think the trades are high enough where... What are they up to? 50? This is a very, very high skill progressive cards game. I'm not used to seeing stuff like this. I have to imagine Purple's trying to line himself on white to some degree. You know, maybe leverage yourself into a trade on 3. This is tight. A kill on black is tight for me because I would need to hit this up here and have enough to hit him over here. But to be for 5 cards, it trade me immediately in for like 50 or 60 troops. Although I think yellow would be far too well positioned to eliminate me. I think that's the issue with both black and me's position is that we are... Interesting. That he is going for this bonus. This is a +5? I think that is a greedy play and not a particularly good one. He's on 4 cards. Maybe that's the target, is white. Because I don't remove black. White, I have 1 split if I hit white. 2 splits? 2 splits if I hit white. And I would set in right away. I could even play off of this and hit some stuff up there. Yeah, I think that was a bad play by white. I don't think that was a good play. This maybe is jumping the gun a little early, but... I get if somebody hits me back here. Makes complete sense. No trade on 3. And you see, I'm still stronger than I was before. So that was actually not a bad play. You know, maybe leaves me a little bit weaker than my opponents. Will be about the same, a little bit weaker than black. I've got a ton of board right now. White got too greedy there. I understand this. This makes sense. I think everybody takes a little piece of me. And I'm not upset about it. Like, Purple and I have this rapport where we both understand that it doesn't make any sense to let each other hold that much board. That's why I took this bonus away from Purple before. You know, I don't think yellow... I think yellow is super duper passive. I don't think he's going to do anything here. Even though he probably, with a trade-in, could have killed black here. I think this was a mistake by yellow if he didn't have a trade... If he had a trade-in. I think you kill black for the 5 cards. It trades you in immediately, and you're on 4 cards at the end of the next turn. I think that was a mistake by yellow. Because, I mean, these are guaranteed kills here. I anticipate black at least taking the +5 away from me, if not more. Or maybe the +2's down here. I'm fine with that as well. Is he going to try to kill purple? This gets here. He doesn't have the juice to kill purple. What's he gonna hit? Is he gonna let me hold all of this? This is insane. Oh my goodness, I'm holding way too much board here. I mean, I'm going to reposition myself here. I hold 31. I'm going to give purple the pathing back into black here. I don't need that defense. I want to let yellow... I don't want to get in yellow's way if yellow tries to make a move on somebody. They let me hold 31 troops. I think that's half a trade right now. It's kind of crazy, honestly. I liked the game black was playing earlier, but I'm not super fond of it now. And you see, both me and purple on 4 cards, so my going for white was much more profitable than purple's going for red. Just because of when he did it. Purple's got to be a little bit careful, though. You're going to be the weakest player on the board. I don't have pathing into your 20. Part of the reason I think black is sitting here is so that I can't kill purple. I don't have the pathing to be able to do that anyway. I imagine yellow breaks me here because again, they don't want to let me hold 31 troops. I'm not bothered by it. This is a long game, all things considered. Accidentally long, admittedly. Yeah, this is my concern, is I didn't want to thank me. Well played. Now at some point you're breaking too many of my bonuses. At some point, how much did he start with? If he knocks me below, he started with 8. He's not starting with a lot. I don't know what kind of player yellow is. That's the issue. That's a good spot to sit, in my opinion. This does not... They didn't connect my pathing. I would have had an opportunity to make a play there, but I do not. I can't over-retaliate here. Or 217. I don't think anybody tries to kill me right now. I think it's a suicide mission. I try to take a +3 back. I don't try to take the +5 back. I don't try to do anything else like that. It's a good play by purple putting that over there. You know, leave 2 different strong stacks. Now let's see. I'm intrigued to see if yellow passes up on another opportunity to kill. I'm giving him the option to take the +2 up here. He's going to force me to clear all of his stuff out of the middle. Because these guys are just breaking me in single spots and taking the bonuses for themselves, which, like, for purple, I get it. I don't think yellow doesn't realize that I got more, or are you kidding me? Buddy, purple's getting more. He's got more troops. What are you doing? This stack is locked. There's no reason not to take his material out of the middle now. He locked himself down here as long as black doesn't retake here. Black sets early. That's smart. I probably would have killed him. No, I couldn't get this up here. 287. Could kill me. Don't think it would be smart. Also probably doesn't have enough time to do that. But there's actually no reason for me not to... I don't know what yellow's doing. He has severely shifted his approach here. You hit purple here. Just hit purple and hit to the side. All right, he closes himself off to me, which is interesting. I'm fine with that. Yeah, see, now I'm down to 13, and purple's getting 17 at least. Like, I don't know what the goal there is. I don't expect to hold all of this, but I'm getting yellow down into one spot. I have a trade as well. If yellow goes to 5 and makes like a poor play, he doesn't break me. I'm surprised he wouldn't break me there. I was fully anticipating him breaking me there. But this was the whole goal, right? Force yellow to trade to waste his troops. Now that he's locked himself off. Or he closets himself a ton here, which is fine as well. We could just card block him. You see, I took all of his troops out of the middle and I stuffed him in the corner. Interesting. He's going to use black as his way out. Okay. Now that is a potentially game-winning stack right there. I should probably group everything up. The issue, this is the benefit to yellow's play here. I'm going to give black the well played. I fully understand this. You can take this whole middle thing for yourself if you want. Oh, he's getting out of the way. Trades are how high now? 90? How do I get this 80 back to capital? I guess I don't right now, right? I'm very split up. If yellow wants to come try to kill me, he can. I don't think it would be advised. I mean, this is a pretty stalematy game at this point. I got like, what, 21? 23? Purple was getting 17. Black was getting 7. I mean, obviously we're outpacing yellow and black, but I don't care if you take this bonus, dude. Knock yourself out. I'm wondering if he resplits here. I think resplitting is a mistake, but I'm wondering if he does it. We've actually managed to catch up to yellow. We'll be considerably ahead of him now that we're sitting on a trade. I'm surprised a progressive cards game like this stalemated. It's a pretty heavy stalemate now since the white elimination. And obviously I was pretty aggressive going for that white elimination, but just no opportunity to play for any kills on anybody else. And I'm not going to ever have enough to hit this 84. Oh, wait a minute. This hits here. This hits here. Hang on. This takes this. This, a little bit added here takes this. A little bit added here takes this. A little bit added here takes this. I can kill purple here. And probably at not much of a deficit. The biggest deficit's going to be up here. And with black setting early, he is not positioned to go for this himself. It might be a mistake, but the game has to move. And that's the interesting thing, is I like kind of going for kills that take some semblance of effort to go for. I can get this already. It's 22. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Not super cost effective by any means. I'm trying to work with the goal here. Take purple out and work with black. I think black was going to be more compelled to work with me than yellow. Try to progress the game this way. He botted. He botted. Oh my god, he botted. I went for purple and he botted. That purple kill, man, that felt so clean. I got it nick of time there at the end. I'm not sure if black will work on the bot with me or not. That is the one downside to this. He's not on a trade, though. That was actually a big reason I went for it when I did. Is I didn't think yellow had the speed. That's going to bring the whole stinking thing around. I didn't think yellow had the speed. I'm on a trade-in, so I'll be close to black here in a second. Yeah, I mean, with yellow botting out, you kind of got to go for me. I totally understand this play. Fortunately, I do have a set. It's going to come hit this, though. I actually think this is a mistake. He doesn't have pathing to my 34 over here either. And what I think he's going to end up doing is he's going to leave this in front of yellow, and he's going to lose it. And I might win the game off of that. I can't believe yellow quit. Because he's not going to get my 34. He has to fortify this 97 away or he's going to lose it. Oh, he's not going to get it away. He's going to lose the 97. I mean, he just hit my big stack, so he has to expect that I would retaliate. My 34 over here does not have great pathing. I think I just play... like this, right? Oh, that's going to hit over there. And then I fortify here so that he can't wrap around this on the backside. He has to come off of the territories he's already got. And he doesn't have a set. I feel bad, and I'm going to have to beat this yellow bot afterwards. But if he didn't hit me, I was actually fully willing to work with him against the giant bot. Now, unfortunately, it's a little bit more complicated than that. But I was banking on the 97 getting removed, and then I have to figure out how to beat this giant bot. But that kill on purple, man, it's a shame. I was going to try to work with black. Yellow botted immediately when I decided I wanted to work with black, which obviously black's going to go for me because people want to win the game. That's so sad. I need to make sure I can still get cards off of this, but I think I'm just going to eliminate black right now. There's no way to hold him hostage in a corner while I fight the bot. I'll try, dude. If you exhaust your troops in a corner, if he exhausts his troops in a corner, I will protect him, and I will try to get him second place. But I will give you a... Don't attack. Do not attack. Stop. Stop attack. Okay. Unfortunately, because he opted to do this, I no longer can give him second place. And I don't know how he expects me... This actually is nice because this will feed the kill to me. I can't expect him to give it to me, right? Like, Need to make sure those rolls are guaranteed. It's a shame, but... I needed to make sure that one... Good game. Oh my god, guys. This was an epic game. Shout out to Wise Zebra. I wanted to give him second. He had his trade on 3. I'm glad I didn't give him... I'm glad I didn't give him second place. I know that sounds crappy, but I can't... Like, I just can't guarantee that he doesn't have that trade. And now we're just going to follow up behind the bot. I'm just going to break all of its bonuses so it doesn't get extra troops. And swing our 19 around over here. Now, obviously, if yellow returns, that's crappy, but they have made it so the return timer is only 3 minutes, and I don't think yellow has gotten back in 3 minutes here. We do have a trade on 3 as well. I can get pretty close to wrapping this up. And what a game. I don't think we had a single beginner in this game. If I see anybody with a beginner, I honestly think they were an alt account. Maybe red was a beginner. Maybe red was. I even think white was probably at intermediate minimum. I think black and purple were both master. I think yellow may be expert. Crazy game, honestly. Absurd game. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this map. This was my first look at Waterloo. Can I distribute this? I don't think I can take it all out right now. Let me just see if I can get this here with like 70. And then we'll throw the rest over here. Let's see how much we can get. We're bigger than it now, which is nice. It's not going to be enough, but it's going to be pretty stinking close. %, slow roll. Come on. Bummer. 1 territory left. We almost got it. Trade on 3 here would be just so sad. I hope it doesn't. All right, lovely. What a game. The eliminations on white, the elimination on purple. I went for it because I'm like, there's a chance. There's a chance that my opponents, I wanted to keep the game moving. There's a chance my opponents honor. If anybody is still here, good game to them. Got the purple kill in the nick of time. I'm glad I pathed it out. I was like planning it prior to that turn, and it worked out in our favor. So this is Progressive World Domination on the Battle of Waterloo map. Ladies and gentlemen, first game on this map, first game on any of the new Napoleon's Battles map pack maps. We take home a win. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A long one for a Progressive Cards game, but it's what the stalemate in the middle has happened there a little bit. I like this map a lot. I think the pathing and the blocking opportunities that you have. Master on yellow, expert on white. I think I had said maybe intermediate or expert on white, master on yellow, master on black, master on purple, and red was the lone player who was not up to the same rank as the rest of us. Absolutely well played by all of my opponents this game, except for red. Didn't love the way red played this one. But even white, who I thought maybe should have traded in instead of going to 5 cards like he did, or 4 cards, whichever it was. Shout out to these guys, Muffin, Wise Zebra, Sylvanus, and Gurang Agarwal. Shout out to them, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back very, very soon with more of the brand new map packs. We'll also have capitals coming up later next week as well. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.